Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us we have the Sangean SG-104 and I'll perform an evening medium wave band scan. First we'll go over features, second I'll do a size comparison, third is our cruising evening band. So here it is, the Sangean SG-104. It's a refresh of the PRD-18. As you can see, it's black on black with gold lettering. Features of the radio, on the left hand side we got this rubber molding that goes all the way around, and you'll see it's got a headphone jack for FM stereo listening. We have a DC input, 6 volts, 4/10 of an amp, though the radio does not come with the adapter. Wish it did, that'd be nice. Looking at the front of the radio, you'll see a 2¼ inch speaker. Over here we have the LCD display for our tuning information, of course our clock. The clock can be 12-hour or 24-hour, by the way. Power button with a sleep function. More buttons here. We have a band button, of course AM, FM. And if above it you notice the word step. That lets us change the stepping from 50 kilohertz to 100 kilohertz on FM, and on AM from 9 kilohertz to 10 kilohertz. We have some alarm functions. Wake to buzzer, wake to radio, volume down, up. Over here we have tuning keys. We have incremental tuning. We also have browse tuning. We just press hold, let go, and it'll go to the next station. A display feature, when the radio is on, if you're on a radio station, it'll show the clock. If the clock's on and you hit display, it'll go back to the frequency. But it tends to default back to the clock every time. As you can tell, it says clock set. Right now, if I press and hold this, it'll set the clock. Down here we have five preset buttons. You get 5 presets on medium wave or AM band and 5 presets on FM. So we only get 10. On a refresh like this, I thought they might have added a menu button and given us maybe 25 per band. That would have been nice. Right hand side of the radio, more of the bumper material. Top of the radio, you'll notice the antenna here for the FM band. This is 27 inches and it is amazing. It's the same length as the bigger brothers, as the PRD-15, the PRD-17, then the D19, the D18. So all the big radios, D5, have the same length antenna, which gives us some great FM reception. Going to the back of the radio, I get this up to the camera, you can see it has the frequency range information there, pretty basic. And then here we have our battery compartment. If I open this up here, it's a battery door that's captured, which is nice, so you won't lose it. And we have 4 AA batteries behind there. Pretty simple setup. Lock that back down. And let's go ahead and flip this back to the front. We'll do a little quick size comparison. Yeah, for $59.99, I like it, but it's a little pricey. Probably because it's a new refresh. Maybe the price will go down. If you like it, go for it. Links below in the description and comment section. CC Pocket, yeah, good idea. Yeah, if you like the D18, it's the same radio. I have the D18 as well with the gray and black. It's okay, but I like this black on black better. CC Skywave in the house. There you go. And you can pick those up probably cheaper. There's even white ones with red bumpers or blue bumpers too. So if you're looking for something different, and those might be less expensive. So I'll have links to the D18 as well down below. Last but not least, we have Iron Man deck of cards to give you an idea how big this radio is. Iron Man, he's the man with the master plan. He loves Sangean radios from California land. He's Iron Man. Okay, you get the idea. Pretty basic. I haven't changed this theme song much, but yeah, I might in the future. So let's go ahead and turn it on. Here we can pick up. As you can see by the clock, this is 11:07. That's PM, Central Standard Time, and I'm near Chicago, Illinois. It's we're in end of January here, so we'll hopefully pick up some nice stations. It's nice and clear and cold. I might employ the passive loop over to my left here. It's off the table. It's a Terk Advantage. This works really well. It takes no batteries. It's just a loop of wire that helps pull in the station. You just put it next to your radio, and it enhances the medium wave performance. Before I turn the radio on, medium wave performance is excellent on this radio, and it incorporates an internal antenna. A lot of people don't know this, but I always go over it in my medium wave band scans, so people that don't know understand the basic principles of AM listening. So when you have your radio on AM band, it's using an internal antenna. That external antenna back there is for the FM band only. For the AM band, it uses a ferrite rod wrapped with a coil of copper wire, and that's to tune in the longer wavelengths of medium wave. FM has shorter wavelengths, and the back antenna works great for that. So we use this internal antenna to capture the medium wave, or that longer wavelength. Another neat thing about this radio is that the internal antenna is usually mounted to the top of the radio. They call it the horizontal edge. And what you'll see me doing is turning this radio a lot, like this, and that's so I'm tuning the radio. I line that horizontal edge up with the direction of the station. So if the direction right now is to the west, there, I point the radio to the west. Now if the radio is to the east, do I have to turn the radio around? No, it's bidirectional. The antenna also works to the east. So this radio will pick up stations excellent to the west and the east, but it will not north and south. So I have to actually turn the radio to the north. You'll get to see that in action. So let's go ahead and turn this on. A little primer for today. Education by Todderbert. They actually trademarked that. Trademark everything. As you can see, digital volume. There's no tuning controls as far as knobs. It's not a bad thing. AM band, kilohertz, 520 kilohertz. Memory position 1. Our battery life indicator. Right there. You saw me hit the display. Went back to clock. So let's go ahead and tune. Our first station here is 530 CHLO, Brampton, Ontario. 441 miles away, 250 watts, and we're picking it up. Oh, nice. Don't pick it up that way. A little bit. Stronger this way. Okay, this is cool. The person talking is actually very distant. It's CBK. That's Watrous, Saskatchewan. It's 1,000 miles to the west. Might be northwest a bit. Cool. Now when I turn it to the north, we're going to pick up a Wisconsin station.
Bill would also allow Wisconsin Magic to conceal carry license to bring firearms.
So if you hear how that works, it's pretty neat. Say the music to one direction, turn it, and you can hear him talking on the other. So 540 is north. That's Jackson, Wisconsin. That's 70 miles away, 400 watts. Let's do this again. Okay, so hard to pick her up. Turn in here.
Let me say anybody.
Sports talk. I think, well, wait, it might not be sports talk. It might be left wing station now, I think. I'm going to loop in. Okay, wow, that's cool. So, picking up the music is actually Hispanic there. It could be from Cuba, believe it or not. I'm thinking it might be. And then we have, of course, Watrous, Saskatchewan as well. Cool. Let's keep going.
When people are watching. Well, I'm just saying, thank you very much for waking me up. I had to get up anyway.
KTRS, St. Louis, Missouri, 275 miles to the south. And this is 5,000 watts at night. I mentioned the wattage on some of the lower powered stations. If I don't mention the wattage, it's usually 50,000 watts.
That's what I do for a living. I talk. I complain. What do you think I got in this business in the first place? Okay. Here you go. Here is eatery.com. 26 essential things.
Get a little pop of static was me hitting the FM antenna.
Hacked maliciously. Personally, this judge.
So I gotta be careful. Discharging static electricity into that. Probably not healthy for the radio. Some radios can't handle that. Hopefully these newer modern ones can. Such a high quality radio, this one. A 560 WIND, Chicago. Keep going. 570. Just picking it up. Okay, that might be a storm there. I didn't do anything. WNAX Yankton, South Dakota, 460 miles, 5,000 watts. That's a tricky one to get in.
It's kind of split amongst board, and I'm with you. I would have took off.
Okay, KXSP, Omaha, Nebraska, 405 miles, 5,000 watts. Nice.
You gotta tell me what the rankings mean, where the front. I want you to prove that it's $100,000.
WMT, Cedar Rapids, Iowa, 175 miles, 5,000 watts to the west.
But others having to say, well, you know, we got Kyle and Wayne, and they're not.
A couple stations here. This is KCSP in that direction, Kansas City, Missouri, 400 miles, 5,000 watts. And over here, I'm getting some different speakers. This is WTVN, Columbus, Ohio, 330 miles, 5,000 watts to the east. So they're kind of going over each other. Sounds a little bit like a mess.
Refinancing for Splash Financial are at historic lows.
So here's 620 WTMJ, Milwaukee, Wisconsin to the north. And when I turn this, it'll sound better.
Is the time to check your rate again. Check out splashfinancial.com/Ramsey. That's splashfinancial.com/Ramsey.
So there you go. Yeah, this is 52 miles to the north, 10,000 watts.
Win with money and build wealth. You deserve an investing professional who cares about you and your.
Country music on 630 is CFCO, Chatham, Ontario, 310 miles, 6,000 watts to the northeast. I turn it here. I pick up another station just by turning the radio. I'm getting KYFI on 630, St. Louis, Missouri, 275 miles, 5,000 watts to the southeast. Actually, probably should be about southwest. Yeah, right there. There we go. Okay, keep going. Hispanic music on WMFN, Peatone, Illinois, 75 miles, 1,600 watts. The speaker there is WOI, Ames, Iowa, 265 miles to the west, 1,000 watts.
Talk about coffee, country, and Cody now on WSM at night.
Wake up with Coffee, Country, and Cody from WSM Radio.
I don't know how y'all think I sound, but I think I sound great.
Bill Cody, Kelly Sutton, and Charlie Matos start your day with the biggest names in country music.
Morning, Tim McGraw.
Good morning, how are you?
Along with the newest talent.
Stephanie Quayle, right here in the middle of the studio.
And your all-time favorite.
Dina Carter, welcome home.
Good morning.
Listen to Coffee, Country, and Cody on WSM Monday through Friday starting at 5:30 a.m. and watch on Circle TV.
So there we go, WSM, Nashville, Tennessee, 434 miles to the south.
Country and Cody in the morning. And the Grand Ole Opry every Saturday night.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. Okay, just picking up a hint of WFAN, home of the Yankees, New York, New York, 750 miles.
Say, hey Alexa, play WFAN.
Don't know if you caught that, but they did say WFAN. It's pretty quiet now. You can hear it's like sounds kind of crackly. That's 670 breaking through. 670 is a local station that's super loud.
Even more than what he's done
Right
already.
here.
I would. I can't stand him. I wish he'd go away.
Here's 670 The Score, WCR, Chicago.
I'd like to see him come back next year. Let's see if he kind of... UCR test. You don't have to fill out the right CAN documents. It's just as hideous to stay within your country than to travel outside of it.
So where do you see this trend manifesting itself?
Okay, this is CJOB, I believe. I'll put the information here. I don't know why I don't have it printed. I gotta get that printed. As you can tell, that 670 is still breaking through it because, of course, it's pointed in this direction.
Too much on what is happening within Canada, because remember,
this is over 800 miles.
Health plan talks to one another basically. Cool. So the need for travel insurance when you are within Canada is not.
One has a hand in that, from Zach Taylor to the receivers, tight ends, running game, picking up blitzes, Joe Burrow, and the offensive line.
Mo and Tony have more on 700 WLW, the home of the best Bengals coverage. At Progressive Commercial, we know...
So there you go. You got the call letters. WLW, Cincinnati, Ohio, 300 miles to the east. Awesome. Always comes in like a local at night.
Progressive makes it easy to switch and save with personalized...
From my location. Just picking a hint of 710. That gentleman is WOR, New York, New York. Of course, if this radio had 1 kilohertz tuning, you could tune back just a little bit and pick it up. Get away from 720, because 720 is the strong station in Chicago, WGN.
There couldn't be a better time to call or check out online at windownation.com/home show. Window Nation's installed over 1 million...
Yeah, WGN 720, Chicago.
Service. But you really do have to hurry. This buy 2 Windows, get 2...
Nice low tone on the speaker. Sounds really good in person. And it's really nice when you're trying to DX those faint stations. You can pick up the voices better.
At windownation.com/home show. Make sure you tell them.
Country music, I can barely make it out. Okay, that's CKDM Dauphin, Manitoba, 820 miles to the northwest. I have to turn it away because southeast is also WGN, which is breaking through. Okay. There you go. Just set it. Nice. Okay, we were jamming there. CFZM, Zoomer Radio, Toronto, Ontario, 460 miles. Nice. Always coming in beautiful.
Would you run me down?
This company are women, and I think we're a better company because of it. And how smart am I to say that?
750 WSB, Atlanta, Georgia, 630 miles.
Back in a moment.
Politics, current events,
nice,
and
clear
news
display.
that affect you. Brian's got a lot more to say. Stay with Brian Kilmeade.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Cool.
Also manipulated by Stalin. And bottom line is this: preventative action is a lot cheaper than fighting giant world wars. The United States slashed its military.
WGR, Detroit, Michigan, 270 miles.
Or by World War II, the United States...
Directly into your mouth, allowing you to breathe normally and more comfortably. Recommended by medical professionals.
WABC, New York, New York, 750 miles.
The state underwent a 2-year budget impasse, the longest standstill of its kind in state history.
780 WBBM Chicago, old-time radio, Monday through Fridays, between 12 a.m. and 1 a.m. Central Standard Time. If you can tune in 780 WBBM Chicago from your area, go ahead and listen. Some good shows.
Social services and counseling.
So we have Alan, who is
normally it's news like weather on the 8s and traffic and stuff like that.
It's heading towards a sleep study, and you know that.
All right.
In front of my desk, and my desk is
CKLW, Windsor, Ontario, 270 miles.
Why would your brother do that?
I'm Jon B, the host of Outside's new podcast, Sports Illustrated Weekly. Sports Illustrated has delivered some of the best storytelling in sports for 70 years. And now that continues on our show. Each week we'll dive deep into the...
WGY, Albany, New York, 740 miles. Sometimes if you wait, the signal will improve, or get worse depending on the evening.
WGY is powered by Quick response restoration.
Just said it.
Call for fire, smoke, mold, and water damage. 501-3689 for your free author submission kit.
Your wallet, this is bigger than our wallet. This is like whether or not we want to go to war, whether or not we do go to war, and the point is...
Here's WBAP, Fort Worth, Texas, 810 miles.
Yeah. I was just that was just my thought train. Now it would
WCCO, Minneapolis, Minnesota, 310 miles to the west.
A-Rod was wearing like a Boston Red Sox.
Conservative, every Christian, every moral person would agree with when he says the West is currently degenerating by wokeism.
Here's WHAS, Louisville, Kentucky. Ground zero right now. After ground zero is coast to coast between 12 a.m. and 4 a.m.
And marriage, it's trying to encourage little children.
I just remembered that when I prayed to God to save me,
So we're picking up a couple stations here on 850. KOA is what I'm hearing right now, Denver, Colorado, which is 890 miles. I think they're rebroadcasting coast to coast here.
I did see the ghost of my mom.
Difficile aussi de savoir si tout est vraiment recyclé là, comme prévu.
CJBC, Toronto, Ontario. 460 miles.
Ok, d'accord, avec un...
Call in now at 855-212-4CBS.
The phone lines are open. I'm taking your calls. Right before we went to break, we were having a conversation about Tom Brady. The Rams beat the Bucks 30-20.
So here's WWL, New Orleans, Louisiana, 865 miles.
In the game, the Bucks were losing 27-3.
Reportedly are lining up with offers to take the company private as several activist investors pressure it to sell. Bob Dylan is selling his entire
WCBS, New York, New York. 750 miles.
Publication Billboard estimates to be worth.
And it seems to me that what you're able to do, like your CNN series, was absolute blockbuster.
890 WLS, Chicago. High pitch whine coming from the camera.
Part of what you do and are going to continue to do, and that's where the New York.
Go a little quicker. Music, local. Detroit, WGR, 270 miles to the east. I'm sorry, WWJ, excuse me. Got a few stations overriding each other. That happens. Evening, you'll get a lot of that. But WWJ, Detroit.
So, I mean, the trifecta.
I agree with everything the Patriots did, and I get why people don't like them.
This is KMBZ, Kansas City, Missouri, 490 miles, 5,000 watts. Nice.
Now, let the 3 high-speed chairlifts set you up for run after run.
1000 WMVP, Chicago.
And when you're ready for ad break, once again, Granite Peak Scott.
A few more. I mean, we're talking about the education of kids who are motivated, and they are the future of the country.
KDKA, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, 450 miles.
Frankly, I hate to be cruel or harsh about.
Shadow Girls on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcast.
Make some noise, everybody.
Get ready. For our 2022 iHeartRadio Music Awards.
Celebrating the biggest artists of the year.
It's about the music.
All sorts of formats, all sorts of styles. Honoring the musicians you love.
Returning to Fox on March 22nd.
Oh my God.
I'm like almost in tears. iHeartRadio Music Awards.
Be here as the nominees are announced.
Ladies and gentlemen,
here are the nominees. Thursday morning at 9.
My name is Ruth Ruthie. I'm a retired teacher.
Okay, I was waiting for the call letters. This is coming in clear. It's WBZ, Boston, Massachusetts. This is 880 miles.
Once a week, I read books to children.
as much as the next guy, but maybe free-range chickens in the office wasn't a great idea.
We should just use Easy Cater. Breakfast, lunch,
Dusting the
treats,
radio as I
on
go
time,
here.
and is ordered.
1040
I bet they never preened their feathers in the conference room without...
is WHO Des Moines, Iowa, 280 miles to the west.
Put your name.
It's not that hard, guys.
Passionately cared for at the Pathways at Warrington. While searching for experienced high-quality...
KYW, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 700 miles.
We encourage you to ask hard questions and determine the...
There was no way.
So we get some Christian religious music on KAAY, Little Rock, Arkansas, 570 miles to the south.
I live for today.
K1100 here is WTAM, Cleveland, Ohio, 345 miles.
Alright. 877-377-4373. There's my Tracy's prediction. I'll get you some calls, some emails that we have to talk about now.
Government or any governmental agency.
Your goal, your future, your dream,
KMOX, St. Louis, Missouri, 275 miles.
your credit score, your true...
Bunch of stations jumbling here. Normally Bloomberg Radio from New York.
RVA Home Show, January 29th and 30th at Meadow Event Park. Register to win a new countertop for your kitchen and bath, valued at
WRVA, Richmond, Virginia, coming in like a local. This is 665 miles to the east.
Hey, this is Lisa Stofan.
Nice.
Heard the Mark Patrick weight loss hypnosis hype? Well, I attended because my father stopped smoking with hypnosis. Hypnosis eliminated my
nutrition that can only...
Press Secretary John Kirby says the U.S. has not given up on diplomacy.
We just want to make sure that if it...
WHAM, Rochester, New York, 545 miles.
NATO allies are ramping up Eastern Europe's defenses with warships and fighter jets. And a Fox poll shows 85% of Americans are extremely or very concerned about inflation.
Republicans...
To get you there, virtual health connects you to everything you need.
Hint of WPHT, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 700 miles. Now we're going to go a little quicker. Go up to 1500. They call this the graveyard part of the band because a lot of low power stations jumbling over each other. So we're going to go up to 1500 here.
Illustrated has delivered some of the best storytelling in sports for 70 years.
WSPD, Toledo, Ohio, 250 miles, 5,000 watts to the east.
Stories from around the sports world. We'll ask the questions that we're all wondering and push for the answers we all want. Sports Illustrated Weekly is... I'm going to form my...
Partly cloudy, around 25, and then mostly sunny for Monday. Low to mid 50s, clouds fill in.
WLAC, Nashville.
And we'll see those clouds give way to sunshine for our Tuesday. I'm Eno with the Weather Channel. News on the hour, on the half, and on demand. WLAC.com.
Call letters, beautiful.
Bills game was going to give us so much. We had no idea what that...
WCKY, Cincinnati, Ohio, 300 miles east.
Overtime, 42-36.
Are well behaved, but they're just not particularly academically inclined.
KXEL, Waterloo, Iowa, 210 miles.
But the teacher should not be held accountable if...
Got some Hispanic music there, CHHA, Toronto, Ontario. Mixing stations here. Music, KCJJ, Iowa City, Iowa. 175 miles, 1,000 watts. We're almost through.
3 years ago, to try to build a defense around him by buying
WQLR, Kalamazoo, Michigan. 137 miles, 1,000 watts to the east.
They're not doubling down on it.
The music you're hearing is WPTX, Lexington Park, Maryland, adult contemporary. This is 685 miles. And our last station is two of them. You can just hear them say Sports Radio. It's KBGG, Des Moines, Iowa, 280 miles. Mixing with KKLF out of Richardson, Texas, which is 790 miles to the southwest.
Did take care of the fact that they won a 115-103 led at the end of three. Well, Chris Paul heated up in the fourth when he scored 5 of his season-high 27. The Suns are an NBA best 37-9.
There we go. So we're going to turn it off. We're done. There it is. The Sangean SG-104 evening medium wave band scan. Say that 10 times fast. SG-104 is a premium radio. Awesome. Like I said, I took one of these apart. It's just absolutely amazingly built well. D18, of course, is the same radio. Links below if you want to support the channel. You guys are the best. If you like the video, give me a big like. It's awesome there as well. 2, if you like Sangean radios and you want to see more of these refreshes, I'm gonna probably pick up a few more. I like the color combinations they're coming out with. And yeah, what a way to reintroduce the radio to the channel too. And of course, yeah, subscribe and hit the bell icon if you haven't already, so you get notified of deals, number 1, reviews, and of course the band scans. And 3, comment below what you think about the Sangean SG-104. Would it be one you'd pick up? Would you get the PRD-18? Do you have the PRD-18 already? Or do you have this radio? Let me know. Yeah, are you enjoying it with medium wave as I am? This thing's just amazing little DX radio. It's great. All right, guys, take care, and we'll see you in my next video.